It has to be now maybe 4 or 5 years ago when I ventured out of my comfort zone and went skiing for the first time. I'm not a very athletic person, but I've been told how exciting it was and how much fun it was. So me and a good friend went to Holiday Valley in upstate New York and we went skiing. This friend taught me how to ski on these little slopes, taught me how to stop and how to put the skis on and take them off. Then it was time to get on the ski lift and learn how to do that, because no matter how much you hope it's going to stop moving, it's not. So I'm getting on and off. Finally, my friend Kevin says, let's try a bigger slope. I said, okay. So we go up. If you've ever been to Holiday Valley, Mardi Gras is their main slope that has a little bit of everything in it. You know, easy, hard, this terrain, that terrain, whatever. So we get to the top of this mountain, some would call it a hill or a slope, I call it a mountain. And I'm standing there thinking to myself, what am I doing here? With boards strapped to my feet. This is not going to end well. We ski down halfway, and lo and behold, halfway down this large slope is a sign. The rest of this slope is closed due to weather. You have to go right or left to get to the bottom. Both right and left, black diamond slopes. My first time skiing. So I just sat down. I did. I just sat down there on the slope and said, maybe someone will come get me. And my friend Kevin said, William, ski to me. Just ski to me, and we'll do this in short little increments until we get to another, they have you can go on another slope, which was probably from here to that door. I wasn't going to do it. I said, no, if I sit here long enough, someone will come get me. And he said, they don't do that here. You have to go back. I was way out of my comfort zone. And even this good friend, whom I had known for years before that, who I trusted with my life before, I didn't trust in that moment. Can you imagine how these fishermen thought, how they felt, when a complete stranger came up to them and said, come and follow me. I'm going to make you fishers of men. What does that even mean? You're asking a group of men to give up their livelihood. Fishing and selling what they catch is how they pay for life. It's how they support their families. It's how they live. Can you imagine a complete stranger coming up to you and say, leave everything you have right here, right now, and come and follow me? Remember, they didn't know who this man was. Today, if Jesus appeared to us and said, come and follow me, I think we would all go. Would you agree? It wouldn't take but a minute to figure out we could leave everything and follow Jesus. Here's the best news of all. Jesus is right here, right now, in this place, in this time, in this day, saying, leave everything you have and follow me. You don't have to be a priest or a religious to follow Christ. Faith-filled marriages are built upon the idea of leaving what you have and following Christ. The bride has to give up of her parents and her family, just as the groom does. They have to compromise. They have to make sacrifices. But in the end, if they do that together, it's successful. I'm sure many of you here who are married know that. You trust, right? You step out of your comfort zone, sure, but you trust. And you know there'll be good days and bad days. Guess what? That's in any walk of life. I could stand here as a seminarian and tell you, I have good days and I have bad days. But Christ calls us out of our comfort zones, calls us to step out of ourselves and be more like him. What a gift. What an amazing gift. So going forward, how are we going to do that? This week, next month, next year, 10 years from now? How are we going to step out of our comfort zone, leave ourselves behind, and follow Christ? I'm sure everybody sitting here today already does that in one form or another. You're here at church, there's one. But how else can we improve? What more can we do? What can we do in school? What can we do at work? What can we do in the grocery store? What can we do at church? At the mall? If you go to the mall? It doesn't matter where we're at. We can glow. We can embody Christ in us if we leave behind our faults and failures, our baggage. If we leave behind our fear. I made it to the bottom of that hill that day. I've never been back since. But I made it to the bottom of that hill. And I stand here today and tell you that Kevin is still one of my best friends, and I still trust him with my life. How are we called today to step out of our comfort zones? How are we called today to be more like Christ? The best question of all, how are we today going to leave everything we have and follow Christ, the living God?